Everybody, I am currently uploading my book into Amazon. It is called Haunted Hedgehog. It's a book of poetry and spells, that sort of thing. So let me read to you one of the poems I have here in this book. Dark dreams of the hedge. Down in the undergrowth, a hedgehog did creep, foraging for things and stuff to eat. Shone bright the full moon, so lonely in the sky, a sweet little hedgehog with a gleam in his eye. He was looking for grubs, he was looking for food. He thought a nice beetle or a moth would be good. And there fluttering in the night sky, a glorious, beautiful night butterfly. He decided that evening, with glee and delight, to follow this moth right into the night. And over the hedge and rooftops went he, dancing and jumping, with joy and with glee. The moth then did land upon its favourite spot. The hedgehog he followed, for this moth he sought. And as he crawled along a rooftop, the rooftop gave way, and down he did drop. A huge cauldron beneath them that night. A necromancer cried into the night. He intended to bring back a god of ancient times, with music and magic and of ancient rhyme. Down from the rooftop the hedgehog went plop, as into the cauldron of fire he did drop. And as the necromancer cried out for Dagon, one moment a hedgehog, and then he was gone. Oh my, what have I done? The necromancer gasped aloud. I called upon an ancient one with magic and with sound. This hedgehog has absorbed the soul of a demon from the sea. That wasn't actually my goal. Oh, now what will be? The hedgehog, possessed by a demon, swirls of thunder and burning flame. He was no longer looking for a pretty moth, but ultimate glory and fame. And to rule the nations far and wide as a monstrous entity on the inside. For in the outside a hedgehog he be, but inside an ancient one, deity. This hedgehog is haunted. This hedgehog is dead. This hedgehog is angry. Dagon, as I said, trapped forever and more in the little hedgehog that sleeps on my floor. Now, another poem from Haunted Hedgehog, right here. Oh, there's lots of poems in here about necromancers and wizards, things. Right, so I am going to tell you another one, which is called Merlin's Tomb. Whilst foraging for herbs near to Stonehenge, I came across an abandoned druid's tomb. I happened to have a Ouija board with me as I walked into this pit of doom. I laid the Ouija board beside the body of the druid to whom this tomb belonged. I was a big fan of archaeology. I wondered if the druid had been wronged. I subsequently found out who was asleep in this broken down and ancient tomb. The man who lay in situ was called Merlin, lying in this mound in the gloom. He was wrapped in cloths and leaded casket. I opened it to peer inside to see. As I moved the wrappings around him, his eyes opened and he stared at me. I could see them behind the wrappings and the mask. The Ouija board began to shake and spell, I am Merlin, I am Merlin, and there is one thing I need for you to tell. Great wizard Merlin, I grovel and kneel. What dost thou seek from me? He sat up and leaned close. His rancid breath was gross. But he began to speak. Though his ancient corpse did reek. Some years ago, he uttered slow, I summoned a demon some years ago. I couldn't return it to the dead, so I stuck a cat food tin on its head. I hoped it would contain the beast. As my eyes grew wide, I listened with intent. About an animal demon sent. Tell me, stranger, do you know, where did my haunted hedgehog go? And now, a little spell from the back of the book. And the spell at the back of the book here. And it is there. This is the spell book. The spell book at the back of the book, right there. Right. The spell book here, and we're going to read now. Do not use this spell without the elixir of life, because if you don't have the elixir of life, right, nothing will happen, and you'll probably sort of have a lot of bad luck. But I can read it because I made the spell. It is my spell, and it is fine. See, I am exempt from all magical consequences. It is called the Necromancer Reanimation Spell. Only I can say it without the elixir of life. So, yea, though the vessel be void of life, I call upon the forces abound. Fire, water, earth, and air enter this body once more. Let the breath of life fill their lungs, and eyes open to the world. A heartbeat shall form within as I open up the door. Continuing on the next page. The reanimation spell continues. With this potion of life, that great elixir I give to this corpse imbibe, so that that which was alive and was now dead will once more be alive. I call upon the greatest power the universe can conceive, bringing this body back to life. I implore, I ask, I believe. Yea, though this vessel be void of life, a spark remains inside. Bring it to the fore, and begin by the coming of the tide. Dionysus, thy power great from deep within the soul, awaken this body to life once more. For death has taken toll, and yea, a demon shall I bring forth. Dagon, answer my call, and enter this body and make it live. You will become it all. For now the word is spoken, the word I bring you to me. I promise none will be broken. In the name of Dionysus, so mote it be. This book will be published in June. It's beautiful. Look at all that. All this here. See this? All going to be published in June. Okay, and it's beautiful. There's poetry, spells, magic. Yeah. That's it. It's called the Haunted Hedgehog. Not the Haunted. It's called the Haunted. It's called Haunted Hedgehog. You're wondering, am I supposed to laugh? Yeah, you are actually. But it's actually, is it or is it not real? Was there a haunted hedgehog? Or was there not a haunted hedgehog? Do the spells work? Or do they not? Well, you'd best come find out. Buy the book on Amazon from June 6th, I reckon. So, Haunted Hedgehog.